Hey YouTube friends, my name is Trent. Glad y'all come back. This is part 2 of this Majek we're working on, this 18-foot redfish line. What we've done is we've went ahead and put this bulkhead in across the front. What this is going to be is we moved back from the original deck. We moved it a foot back, which means we had to cut the stringers. We moved them back about a foot and we tied them in with biaxial woven all the way around. And it's 3/4 inch birch plywood. It's good for your polyester resin. It absorbs in the wood. You don't have to worry about any delamination problems with the birch plywood. This 1x1 we have on the back side under here, we have a 3/4 inch dado. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna run an LED light strip all the way across. So it's gonna fire down on the floor and reflect back towards the console area. If you wanna make your way forward, I'll show you what we've done here. We've got our rails along here. And what this is for, these guys, is gonna be for when we set our deck down. It's gonna have something for the deck to set down. We're gonna make a fiberglass glue putty, and we're gonna lay a layer right here along the edge and here, all the way around it. And then we'll set the top on and we're gonna screw it in also. That way it'll be bonded or molded completely to the surface of the boat. And then once it's done drying, we're gonna go ahead and lay over the top with some chop woven, 2 or 3 layers, and we'll roll all that in and be done. This is the new bow eye block. This is a fir 2x4, not pine, fir. It's glassed over real well. So when we put our bow eye in, we'll have a real good foundation for the bow eye. If you make your way around, you can just take a look. This deck used to be around 30 inches. We've gone out to 4 foot. That way we put one sheet of plywood all the way across the top. We won't have to splice it in the middle anywhere and make a weak point. Went ahead and gelled it in with the light gray gel, and I painted this in with a brush. So we didn't web it yet. I'm gonna come back and web it. I'm still waiting on my webbing gun to get here, so we can do that at a later time. But anyway, this is where we're at. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start, once we get the top done, is we're gonna look at doing what we're gonna have to do as far as raising the floor in this boat. In our first video, we talked about we're gonna raise the floor up about 1.5 inches higher than the factory was. That way when the boat sits in the water won't come in through the scuppers and keep the floor wet while you're trying to fish and keep you good and dry. So the stringers we're gonna have to raise up also to match elevation of the floor. We're gonna raise the middle stringer a little higher. The reason we're gonna do that is we're gonna arch the floor a tiny bit, maybe about 1/2 inch. That way if it does get any liquid on the floor, it runs to the sides and it's gonna run out the back. That way your floor don't stay wet all the time. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. Like and subscribe and stick with us.